industry talk. There's a lot of people who, who have worked for him. There's been stories around, which is, not necessarily unusual.
I'm seeing him go from his independence to then becoming Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying? And I got a front row seat looking at that.
Let's dive into a world that seems straight out of a Hollywood thriller where hidden secrets, exclusive gatherings, and sensational rumors pull back the curtain on some of the industry's most iconic personalities. Have you ever wondered what really happens behind closed doors at those high-profile celebrity parties? Well, today the spotlight is on none other than Diddy, the mogul who needs no introduction, and his shocking alleged connections to some of Hollywood's most exclusive and mysterious circles.
Initial reaction, because that's how I always feel when I see situations like this. And then there's this weird sense of grief because it is Diddy, right? Diddy is a hip-hop hero. He's an ordinary person who did extraordinary things. To sit here and act like the man wasn't a huge part of our upbringing is a damn lie. So there's this weird sense of grief. Like another one of our heroes has ruined their legacy and it's their own fault because of poor choices?
For years, rumors have swirled about Diddy's infamous gatherings events so shrouded in secrecy that they're practically Hollywood legend. These parties, allegedly known as freak-off parties, are said to be where the powerful and elite gather for evenings that are anything but ordinary. And who else might you find mingling at these clandestine events? Believe it or not, reports suggest a few A-list faces, including none other than Will Smith, have been cited. That's right, Will Smith, the beloved actor, might not be as squeaky clean as he seems, at least according to some of these rumors.
Well, if he really was filming everybody, I mean, he had a lot of people at those parties, right?
But let's start with the basics. Allegations of hidden networks and covert Hollywood clubs have been around for decades. In these rumors, Diddy is painted as a central figure, orchestrating lavish, no-holds-barred events where the rules of regular society don't seem to apply. It's been suggested that these gatherings often serve as a form of initiation tests to determine who's in and who's out of Hollywood's secret club. And it's not just about having a good time, according to some insiders. These parties supposedly include initiation rites that can involve anything from witnessing peculiar activities to participating in scenarios that are as far removed from the public eye as you can get.
And Stacey, you say today's indictment reads like a mob indictment. What was most shocking to you of all these allegations?
Yeah, the fact, Jake, that the government in this indictment presented evidence alleging that Sean Combs was running a criminal enterprise.
Some former bodyguards and insiders claim that these gatherings are invitations to an entirely different world, one where Hollywood's brightest stars are drawn into a web of influence and loyalty that goes beyond what's typically shown in the tabloids. Take, for instance, Gene Deal, a former bodyguard of Diddy's. He's been making waves with his stories about what he witnessed firsthand. Deal has talked about Diddy's influence over young stars, his powerful connections, and even hinted at manipulative practices behind those high gates and closed doors.
Diddy came to the jail and said that, hey, I'll give you $2.3 million or something like that, or 23. I don't know if it's 2.3 or $23 million to make this go away. We'll leave this alone the whole 9 yards. Just like I just said, he's trying to pay people off to make things go away, for them to drop their suits and everything like that.
Now, let's talk about Will Smith. Known for his charisma and family-friendly persona, rumors tying him to Diddy's alleged hidden world seem like something straight out of a fiction novel. But this is no fairy tale. Word on the street is that Smith was more than just an occasional guest at Diddy's famed gatherings. According to various whispers, he's been a regular fixture at these gatherings, showing up at some of the most talked-about events. And why not? For someone with as much Hollywood clout as Smith, rubbing shoulders with Diddy at these exclusive gatherings might just be part of maintaining his place in the industry's upper echelons.
Hey, this is what I mean when I say people wake up every day and just volunteer lies. Diddy, how are we supposed to believe anything that comes out of your mouth? And furthermore, why should we not believe the rumors of things going in your mouth when you out here volunteering bold-faced lies? You would still be lying to us right now if it was no video. You didn't even apologize to Cassie in the video.
If these accounts are to be believed, Smith's attendance at these gatherings was no accident. Insiders hint that his presence at Diddy's events was part of a larger Hollywood tradition, one where the powerful mingle not just for entertainment, but as a way of cementing bonds and making sure that their mutual secrets remain just that, secrets.
So why does it all come to a head now? Why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster at this time, like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch.
So who's next?
Y'all don't see the lineup?
Yeah, we see the lineup.
And Diddy's not just any party host. He's allegedly a key player in a much larger puzzle with ties to other rumored secret societies, like the so-called Illuminati. You might have heard the name thrown around before, often tied to conspiracy theories about world domination and hidden agendas. While it might sound like the plot of a blockbuster movie, some claim that there's more truth to these stories than meets the eye. Just look at the way Hollywood elite, like Diddy, seem to have connections that transcend the usual networks of fame and fortune. In fact, if you dig into the past, you'll find that Diddy's rumored involvement with these secret societies goes way back. We're talking about links to other top-tier celebrities who have also faced the occasional rumor of Illuminati involvement. It's been said that Diddy, along with other high-profile figures like Jay-Z, Madonna, and even Ye, might be more connected than we think, operating within a web of influence that controls more than just the entertainment industry.
It's so funny what's happening with Diddy because this was inevitable.
And Diddy's gatherings, well, they're thought to be far from ordinary. We're not just talking about over-the-top parties with flashy decor and a list guest list. These events are whispered to involve rituals and performances that could make anyone question what goes on when Hollywood's elite gather behind closed doors. According to those who claim to have witnessed these gatherings, there's a certain structure to these events, a set of unwritten rules that everyone seems to follow. Think about it, would stars like Will Smith risk their pristine images if there weren't something deeper at play?
And I remember, like, I don't know if you know what his voice sounds like, but like, I felt like I was in the presence of his monster inside.
Those in the know suggest that these gatherings are all part of maintaining a larger network of influence and loyalty, almost like a fraternity that ties these celebrities together for better or for worse. By participating in these events, they're allegedly proving their allegiance, signing on the dotted line of an invisible contract that keeps them in the loop, and importantly, keeps them from talking about it publicly. And as strange as it may sound, this system has allegedly helped Diddy keep his friends close and his rivals even closer.
Just an escape for me. I was just young, like everybody in the industry and people in the world who experiment and do.
But don't take it at face value. The real intrigue lies in the first-hand accounts of those who were right there in the thick of it. Deal, the former bodyguard, didn't hold back when talking about Diddy's interactions with young stars like Justin Bieber. The rumors about Bieber and Diddy's strange friendship have been around for a while, with stories that Diddy took the young pop star under his wing in ways that raise eyebrows. Some sources even claim that Bieber was drawn into Diddy's inner circle at a young age, with their bond being more than just a mentor-protege relationship. This adds a new layer of mystery, making one wonder just how deep these connections go and whether they're a part of some broader, hidden agenda.
The issue is, it seems as though he wants to kind of like exert power and dominance over people who don't really want it.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. The whispers about Diddy's supposed influence over young stars don't end with Bieber. Rumors abound about other big names who might have crossed paths with Diddy and his circle of influence. But it's not just about who was there, it's about what they saw and what they might be keeping quiet about.
The Usher part, that's a touchy situation, man.
The gossip takes a darker turn when you consider that these gatherings, allegedly, were also designed as a way of initiating newcomers into Hollywood's more hidden side. Sources suggest that participation in these gatherings was as much about proving loyalty as it was about networking. In some cases, stars might have been compelled to participate in activities that they otherwise wouldn't, all in the name of gaining access to Hollywood's hidden corridors of power.
And there has been a lot going on. Since November, there have been 8 civil lawsuits filed against Diddy. 7 of them accuse him of sexual assault.
And that brings us to one of the juiciest rumors floating around the alleged Illuminati connection. Now, this isn't the first time that big names in Hollywood have been linked to this so-called secret society. Over the years, there have been rumors about everyone from Beyonce, Jim Carrey being involved. Carrey, in particular, has stirred the pot with cryptic comments about Hollywood and its secretive nature, hinting at things he's witnessed over his career. These comments only add fuel to the fire, giving credence to the idea that there's more to Hollywood than what meets the eye.
I think, I don't think I would be the artist that I am today without the experiences that I had in New York City.
For those who believe in the existence of this secret society, Diddy's gatherings are thought to be a crucial piece of the puzzle. If you look at the guest lists, the events, and the hidden agendas, they suggest that these parties are far more than just entertainment. They're rituals, they're tests, and for some, they're pathways to power that only a select few ever get to experience. For those in attendance, it's about showing that they can be trusted, that they're willing to play the game, and most importantly, that they're willing to keep it all under wraps. The deeper you go into this web of rumors, the more you start to question everything you thought you knew about Hollywood's most familiar faces. Why do stars like Will Smith and Diddy go to such lengths to protect these gatherings? What secrets are they keeping, and how far does this hidden world go?
Posted yesterday all over our social media pages, Cassie filed a lawsuit in New York City against Diddy.
Yikes.
She's claiming she was stuck in a decade-long cycle of abuse.
This tantalizing possibility of a hidden Hollywood, where stars don't just shine but are bound together by something unseen that keeps people talking. And as more details emerge, the public's fascination only grows. For those who believe the rumors, Diddy's recent legal troubles could be just the beginning of a much larger story, one that could involve Hollywood's biggest names and its darkest secrets. As we venture deeper into the details of Diddy's supposed secret world, we start to see a larger picture forming, a picture that could include not just Diddy, but an entire network of power players. And just like that, the stakes are raised. Because if Diddy's fall from grace means anything, it might signal the unraveling of a hidden Hollywood that's far more powerful than we've ever imagined. It makes you wonder, could Diddy's recent troubles be the first domino to fall? And if so, what does that mean for the rest of Hollywood's elite?
I've never met Diddy a day in my life, but when you do wrong, it comes back on you. So none of us should be surprised, all right?
Now, with all these tantalizing details and rumors swirling, it's impossible to ignore the impact Diddy's recent arrest might have. This isn't just a story about one man, it's a story that could ripple through the entire entertainment industry, revealing secrets that were meant to stay buried. It makes you question everything you thought you knew about Hollywood and its stars.
I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
And as we head into the next chapter of this ongoing saga, we're left wondering just how far these revelations will go. What else will come to light, and who else will be drawn into the scandal? Diddy's recent troubles could be just the tip of the iceberg, signaling the start of a very public unraveling of Hollywood's most secretive circles. The next question on everyone's lips: who else will be named, and what will be revealed about those shadowy connections that have kept Hollywood's secrets safe for so long?
The only way he will not go to prison for the time that they want to give him is if he start giving them something.
As Diddy's world begins to unravel, his arrest on serious charges has thrown the entertainment industry into complete disarray. In a move that shocked fans and insiders alike, Diddy has been detained by authorities on a slew of allegations that many find hard to believe, but at the same time, can't seem to ignore. This isn't just another scandal on a gossip reel. This is about alleged trafficking, conspiracy, and enough twists to make even the biggest Hollywood skeptic raise an eyebrow. After years of rumors and whispers, the authorities finally acted. Diddy is now facing the reality of a high-profile legal battle with accusations stacking up. The media, of course, has been in a frenzy, feeding off each new development. His fans are left wondering if the man they've admired for decades is indeed guilty of these serious accusations. And those within his inner circle, they're probably hoping that his recent legal troubles won't put them in the spotlight as well.
And in this lawsuit, he claims that essentially P. Diddy was the Epstein of the rap industry.
But what exactly is Diddy accused of? Well, according to reports, the charges against him are extensive and cover a disturbing range of accusations. It all started with allegations that he used his status and power to manipulate and control, luring people into a dangerous web. Reports indicate that this wasn't a one-time thing either. Allegedly, Diddy orchestrated a series of encounters over the years, each more shocking than the last. And let's not forget that these charges aren't just coming from one or two individuals. There are dozens of testimonies, adding layers of complexity to the case.
Getting word that that these accusers could soon testify in front of a grand jury in New York, and that one accuser is from Detroit.
The charges even suggest that Diddy had established a network of individuals who helped him maintain his influence. We're talking about people from his businesses, his personal staff, and even some well-known names in the entertainment industry. Prosecutors are alleging that he created an environment where people were expected to remain loyal no matter what they saw or experienced. In this world, stepping out of line could mean the end of a career or worse, adding fuel to the fire. Insiders are suggesting that Diddy's legal issues might drag other big names into the mix. We've all seen how scandals can quickly spread in Hollywood, with names emerging seemingly out of nowhere. And with Diddy's case, the stakes are higher than ever. Some are even comparing this situation to high-profile cases like Jeffrey Epstein's or R. Kelly's, where one arrest led to a cascade of allegations that implicated numerous individuals.
Something else. Not only should he have apologized to Cassie in that video, he should have apologized to all of the general public that he lied to.
It's no wonder the entertainment industry is on edge. With Diddy's level of influence, his arrest has the potential to shake things up for others who've been a part of his world. Those who have been close to him, either through business partnerships or personal relationships, are likely scrambling to protect their own reputations. In fact, sources say that several top executives in the music industry are making contingency plans, bracing themselves for the possibility that their names could come up in connection to this ongoing investigation. Diddy's arrest has not only impacted his reputation but also sent ripples through his various ventures. His extensive portfolio includes everything from fashion to spirits, and even his own television network. Brands that once associated themselves with the Diddy name are now finding themselves in an awkward position. For years, he was the king of collaborations, lending his star power to boost brands and products alike. But now, those same brands are contemplating whether to distance themselves, fearing the backlash of being linked to someone facing such grave allegations.
Don't know. You pay those lawyers to know. Those lawyers know what he's gonna beat, and those lawyers know what he ain't gonna beat.
In particular, one can't ignore the impact this could have on Diddy's business partners. From major fashion labels to liquor companies, Diddy has been a part of several lucrative ventures. And with each passing day, the pressure mounts on these businesses to make a decision: do they stand by their partner, or do they cut ties to protect their own reputations? The stakes are high, and the potential fallout is massive. In an industry where public perception is everything, any association with a scandal of this magnitude could spell disaster. Let's not forget the role of his record label, Bad Boy Records, in all of this. For years, Bad Boy was synonymous with the glitz and glamour of hip-hop, a brand that launched countless careers. But now, with Diddy's arrest, the label is under scrutiny like never before. It raises questions about whether this label, which has built its reputation on success and style, will survive the storm. Will artists continue to align themselves with Bad Boy, or will they seek to distance themselves in the wake of these allegations?
Prosecutors gonna glamorize a case. I've had cases, and I hadn't worked for Diddy for years. You understand? And the prosecutor gonna say, Diddy former bodyguard. Get in the shootout. Diddy former bodyguard threatened a person's life or did this and did that.
Speaking of artists, Diddy's arrest has reportedly sent shockwaves through the music world. There's talk of young artists reconsidering their deals and others looking to jump ship before the scandal drags them down. For years, Diddy was seen as a mentor to aspiring artists, someone who could take them from obscurity to stardom. But now, those same artists are left wondering if being associated with him is worth the potential fallout. It's a tough position to be in, especially for those who owe their careers to Diddy's influence.
You heard about Diddy law firm breaking ties with him and Miami Beach taking his day away?
Well, all the things that happened to Diddy, and he losing friends, companies, cities, city names, city girls.
Of course, Diddy isn't going down without a fight. His legal team is already gearing up for what promises to be an intense battle in court. His attorneys are calling the charges unfounded and have vowed to clear his name. But in the world of celebrity scandals, a legal defense is just one part of the equation. Even if Diddy manages to avoid conviction, the damage to his reputation could be irreversible. Once the court of public opinion turns against you, it's nearly impossible to win them back. But let's take a step back for a moment and consider the broader implications of this case. If these allegations are true, and if Diddy's alleged actions are as widespread as prosecutors suggest, then this could be a turning point for the entire industry. Hollywood has a long history of scandals, but few cases have the potential to expose a network of secrets quite like this one. If Diddy is willing to testify, there's no telling what he might reveal and who else might be implicated in the process.
Think you're right, Puff, dude. He might need to get out of here.
Just get,
it's
man.
over with. Did your thing. It's
you
over.
had a hell of a run.
That's it.
And you still have hundreds of millions of dollars.
In fact, some speculate that Diddy might be negotiating a deal with authorities. The idea is that he could exchange information for a lighter sentence. And if that's the case, Hollywood's biggest names could be sweating bullets right about now. After all, Diddy has been in the game for decades and he's likely seen it all. If he were to start naming names, it could lead to a chain reaction that brings down some of the industry's most powerful players. But until that happens, the public is left to speculate. Could this be the beginning of the end for Hollywood's hidden networks? Or will this scandal eventually fade away, like so many others before it? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, this story is far from over. And let's not forget about the potential impact on Diddy's personal life. With a family and close circle of friends, the fallout from these allegations will likely affect more than just his public image. His loved ones are probably dealing with the consequences as well, as the media circus surrounding his case continues to grow. In the world of fame, family members often get caught in the crossfire, and this case is no exception. The question remains, will those close to him continue to stand by his side, or will they distance themselves to avoid being dragged into the scandal? For Diddy, this is a time when loyalty will be tested like never before, and as more details emerge, it's clear that this is a battle that extends beyond the courtroom. Diddy's arrest has also opened the door for former associates and acquaintances to come forward with their own stories. There's no shortage of people willing to speak out, some seeking justice, others perhaps looking for their moment in the spotlight. It's a classic case of a high-profile figure being brought down, and everyone wants a piece of the action. As these voices continue to emerge, the public is left to sift through the stories, trying to separate truth from fiction.
A lot of the evidence, alleged evidence, that's been gathered in this case was from those two raids that were conducted on his personal homes in Miami and Los Angeles. And the indictment names the things seized that he allegedly made videos of these sexual performances that have been named freak-offs.
And in the background, the media continues to fan the flames. Headlines are filled with sensational claims and rumors, each new report more shocking than the last. In a world where attention is currency, the Diddy scandal is a goldmine for tabloids and gossip sites. And as the story evolves, so too does the media's portrayal of Diddy from celebrated mogul to disgraced figure. It's a transformation that's as fascinating as it is tragic, and the world is watching every step of the way. In a way, Diddy's case could serve as a wake-up call for the entertainment industry. It's a reminder that no one is untouchable, no matter how famous or powerful they might be. As the world watches this saga unfold, there's a growing sense that the industry is being forced to confront its own dark side. And for Diddy, the journey from celebrated mogul to scandal-ridden figure is a stark reminder of how quickly fortunes can change in Hollywood. So with everything on the line, the question remains, who will be next? Will Diddy's case inspire others to come forward? Or will it all be swept under the rug once the media frenzy fades away? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and stay tuned for more updates on this unfolding drama.